what we need today more than anything else is to invest in beauty. Because beauty is harmony, which comes from chaos. But we invest in chaos. And why we invest in chaos? Because chaos is much more profitable than peace. That's why. So, you see around you, nothing is geared for beauty. From architecture to art to anything. Everything is destroyed.
Yeah.
So, and beauty is a kind of safety valve for people. And music as well. Music, I don't think music is beautiful today. Music is just a way to advertise other things, because music is very powerful as force, and then through music we can advertise anything we want.
Hello, vinyl community. Hope everyone's having a great week, and despite everything that's happened in Paris, which is a little bit upsetting, I have been spinning a few records, and I got some things to show. I did get my copy of Black Sabbath's Paranoid from Vinyl Me Please, which I'll talk about a little bit. Also, I got a VCLT package from SMF Captain Howdy, and I just want to say thank you, sir. You didn't have to do that. I am going to open it up. Sorry I had to put it on hold. I wanted to wait till I could do a video to put it up, but just to get into things, given everything that was going on in Paris, as you can tell with the intro, you know, I felt that what Mr. Vangelis had to say was very poignant, and you know, I think when you don't have opportunities and you live a life of destitution, the economic possibilities aren't there. That really drives people to desperate acts, and it's really kind of unfortunate, the state of the world that we live in now. But anyway, I think that art can work as a bridge, and I really think that you know, art for art's sake sometimes is being lost, and I thought what Mr. Vangelis had to say was especially poignant. Chris 4127 Basket gave me Evangelist LP as a VCLT gift, and so I haven't had the chance to clean it up yet and spin it, but I did pull this one off the shelf. I feel that this is probably one of Vangelis' best soundtrack works. Of course, it's up there with Blade Runner and Chariots of Fire as being, you know, one of the most well-noted pieces that he's done. He's just had a fantastic career, but this one is extremely meaningful for me. This was not pressed in the United States, and I think that this is best served in a digital format right now. It's well over 40 minutes of music, which, you know, they put on one LP, which when they do that, you lose some of the dynamics, in my opinion, and they really had to squeeze things in to make it work. But it does sound good, and this is a German pressing. It was never pressed in the United States domestically. But if you haven't heard it, definitely check out the track Penta Nina Santa Maria Into Eternity. It's about a 12-minute, 13-minute track that is just fantastic, and it kind of gives you an overview of the entire soundtrack. And the movie, you know, I haven't seen it in probably about 15, 16 years now. I do recall the movie being really well done. It was directed by Ridley Scott, of course, so definitely up there if you like Blade Runner. This works well. It was done with a choir in some parts. There's a Spanish guitarist that's playing in some cases. There's some chanting. Really well done. That's all I can say. Now, to get into the Vinyl Me Please. So, I did open the box. I wasn't going to do a box opening, but this is the package that it came in. Now, I did announce that it was mastered by Kevin Gray, but I was doing a little bit of research before I received it. And Kevin Gray also did the Rhino version that came out, I want to say 2009, 2010. So I'm a little bit suspect of it. It's kind of cool that they featured the Vertigo sticker. It did come with this nice art print here. And of course, with all the Vinyl Me Please, they have their cocktail pairing. So, you guys get a shot of that. Packaged by DJ, so thank you, DJ, if you ever see this. I am kind of pleased that they did this for folks that have never been exposed to this particular album before. This is essential metal. Even if you're not into the metal genre, I recommend giving this a listen. It's probably the foundations that do metal. This and the album that preceded it, Black Sabbath. This was the sophomore album that was recorded basically in the same year, which was 1970, and I think Eagle Entertainment did a really nice documentary on this particular album. Now I'm gonna take off the shrink wrap and let's take a look at it. So it feels just like the Rhino release, which I'm going to show you here in a minute. So this is it. Has the gatefold. Now take a look at the album. So they advertised that it was going to be on purple. And I'm looking at the dead wax, and the Rhino release was pressed at RTI. This was pressed at RTI as well, so they're using the same metal parts. And at the time, Kevin Gray did not have coherent audio. He was mastering his records at acoustic, and it has the acoustic CG at ATM. So acoustic mastering. So this is using the same metal parts as the Rhino release that came out 5 years ago. So I don't know, it was probably pressed at RTI. It is coming in a very nice polyline sleeve, and RTI is known for doing 2 or 3 different types of sleeves. I like the clear version, but I do have the Rhino release right here. If I can pull it out of its jacket. So, just to hold things up. Yeah, it's identical. And the Rhino, just to open the jacket up, same thing. Same type of jacket, so I don't know if Rhino or RTI had a bunch of these laying around from the printing plant. The vinyl on the Rhino release is heavier, it's 180 gram, but this is just black instead of purple. So if you already have the Rhino release, you're not missing out on anything. I didn't play the Rhino release beforehand, but I remember it being quite good. I'm a little bit partial to an original Vertigo label. And also, another good thing if you don't have it digitally is I recommend this package, so you know, the Deluxe Master Edition. So this comes with a 5.1 mix of the album, which is fantastic on DVD audio, and plus it has a third disc with just the instrumental tracks. So the title track, Paranoid, was kind of a last minute thing. They were probably gonna, if I remember correctly, they were gonna name it War Pigs instead of Paranoid. Paranoid, if I recall, Geezer Butler was not a big fan of Paranoid because he felt it sounded too much like Zeppelin's Communication Breakdown. But it is a classic track, and my favorite track is Planet Caravan, because, you know, if you're thinking Black Sabbath is just consistent doom metal band playing the same heavy riffs, now check out Planet Caravan. It is a very mellow, wonderful tune, definitely worth checking out. So Black Sabbath's Paranoid. So I was really looking forward to the release. It is not a new mastering at all by Kevin Gray. I hope they would have done it at Coherent Audio, because I think his chain of mastering is superior to what it was at Acoustic. And just the excitement that it generated. So I had to pull The Sword out, another doom metal band, so very Black Sabbath influenced, based out of Austin, Texas. This is just a wonderful album if you're into the doom metal genre. What I do like about The Sword is, you know, while their earlier stuff, including this one, is definitely doom metal, their latest album, which is High Country, I don't have a copy of it yet, at least on vinyl, is definitely a little more proggy, and I recommend checking it out. So The Sword, Austin Metal, definitely worth investing a little bit of coin in if you like the doom metal genre. Now, I got the latest set of Music Matters releases for jazz, which excites me. So now that they've gone to themselves as a sole distributor, you know, I haven't seen them advertised in Music Direct or Acoustic Sound, Soundstage Direct, Elusive Disc. So every time they had a new release and they would go through these 4 major online distributors, you get like an email flyer saying, hey, these are coming out. Well, I'm not seeing that anymore because they went to distributing the stuff themselves. So I just hope they can survive by doing that, and I'm really concerned. So, but the releases for this month are classics. So the first one is Hank Mobley's Workout. This was originally issued by Analog Productions as a 245 RPM set. This is essential Hank Mobley. So if you have Soul Station or Roll Call, you'll probably like this. I mean, it features Grant Green, Wynton Kelly, Paul Chambers, and Philly Joe Jones. So, you know, you got 2 or 3 guys that, you know, were cutting their chops with Miles Davis. And at the time this came out, this was 61, so 61 and 60 were a good year for Hank Mobley. He was really coming out with a lot of great stuff. And it features Grant Green as well. So 61 was when Grant Green came out with his first album. So relatively young, new guitarist on the stage. Of course, you got the wonderful gatefold packaging. And it only features 5 tracks, but Workout, they are classic Mobley. And, you know, I hate to say it because I keep saying I can't recommend it enough. Well, I can't recommend this one enough. There are some latter-day Hank Mobley albums that, you know, I don't think they're good, but they're not at this level. I mean, this is good. I think Soul Station is his ultimate piece of work, but this is up there. The next one that I have is Little Johnny Coles, or Little Johnny C. And they called him Little Johnny C. That was his nickname. He only had 4 albums as a leader, only 1 with Blue Note, and he was a long-time sideman. So he did play a little bit with Charles Mingus. He did some stints with Duke Ellington. He did some stints with Gil Evans. In fact, he's featured on Sketches of Spain. And this is good, straight ahead, hard bop. It came out in '63, and you know, it features Joe Henderson, a very young Joe Henderson, who really got experimental. But you know, he's grounded by Duke Pearson. Duke Pearson did most of the writing on this album. Bob Cranshaw, a fabulous bassist, Walter Perkins, and Pete LaRocca, which, you know, if you haven't heard any of Pete LaRocca's solo works, definitely check him out. And Walter Perkins plays flute and alto sax, if I remember. Yeah. So Johnny Cole's his only album on Blue Note, and Music Matters releases. You know, I can't say enough about them. Yeah, I wouldn't turn any of these guys down. And this one was originally done on 45 RPM, so they redid it at 33 RPM. I do have the 45 RPM edition. I haven't pulled it to see if Kevin Gray did that at acoustic with Steve Hoffman, but this is done at Coherent Audio, and it's every bit as good as the 45 RPM, if I remember correctly, and it may even top it. So, yeah, pick it up. Now, VCLT. So, SMF Captain Howdy felt compelled, and I hate, in some regards, I hate giving out VCLT because there are some people that feel that they have to return the gift, and yeah, I probably feel the same way. I like sharing the music when I can, when I got a spare copy, or I really feel passionate that somebody should hear something. And he just happened to return the favor. I have no clue what is in this, so this is going to be a complete surprise. So SMF Captain Howdy, thank you, sir. Honestly, you did not have to do this. I can see that you got it from California, so very smart to save on shipping. 'Cause shipping from the States or to the States is just expensive. So I sent the package for my 300 subscribers contest to Noel in the Philippines, and never sent anything to the Philippines before, and man, it was pricey. Just thank you, sir. You didn't have to do this. So this is What Color Is Love by Terry Callier, and this is a reissue, which I'm definitely not going to turn down a reissue. Originals are usually beaten and scratched up and way overpriced. I haven't sprung for the reissue. I've had this digitally for the longest time, so thank you very much. I look forward to giving it a spin to see how good it sounds, but this is essential Chicago jazz, blues, folk, soul, and you know, iconic record cover. Yeah. Terry Callier, if you don't know him, Chicago jazz, soul, folk guy, very influential. A couple of his tracks were recorded by H.P. Lovecraft, a Chicago psychedelic band, and I can't say enough about this guy. He really made it big over in Europe. I mean, I think he was more popular in Europe than he was in the States, and recorded for Cadet and a little bit for Prestige. Cadet is a subsidiary of Chess Records, so you know, wonderful stuff. For you guys in the States, if you haven't heard it, you got to hear You're Gonna Miss Your Candyman. If there's one track that I think sums him up quite well, is You're Gonna Miss Your Candyman. You got to listen to that track. I mean, that's been featured in a lot of places, so it might be recognizable to you, but just a wonderful album. Thank you, SMF Captain Howdy. Appreciated. You didn't have to do that. So that's what I've been playing this week. Again, for the folks that are watching me in France, my thoughts are with you. Really kind of sad what happened, and hopefully we'll move forward from here. So have a great week, everyone, and catch you later.